Alright, documenting what I've taken off. Took off the hose of the intake. I was going to take this piece off, but kind of turned out to be kind of hard, so I'd rather not mess with it. It looks like I can manage around it. Took off the battery plugs. Took out the washers. There's two washers that go in first, then the box, then the other washer, then the screw go in both of these holes. I'm taking off the hoses of the going into the intake tube, the oil cooler tube. Took off the spark plug cables that go directly into the ignition coil. Took off the assist bar, I guess, roll bar. I'm not really sure exactly what it's called, but I took that off. I did take this part off. It goes directly in the front. Well, it latches onto the front of the intake box that I have, the K&N. Just kind of documenting everything so I don't forget, to make sure to plug everything back in. Looks like it's pretty easy access going through here. All we gotta get to is these. I don't know if you guys can see them. There's these little screws right there. Then we gotta take the connectors off the coils. It looks like it's fairly easy. My car is currently hot because I just went and picked these up about an hour away from here, so I'm gonna let it cool down for an hour or two. Make sure it's, I'm not gonna damage anything. Yeah, it looks like looks pretty easy. When you read about it on the rx8 forums, it looks like a big list, and you kind of get I'm not sure, like overwhelmed. At least I found it to, especially because I don't do this usually. I mean, I have done everything to my car as far as putting pulleys, changing brakes, changing a lot of stuff, but I'm a beginner, so I always go to these forums to get trained before, read up on it before I actually go and do what I'm going to do to the car. I did read up on this, to a few different sites, and most of them just tell you the easiest way is to go through the driver wheel. I don't know how that would be easier, but like I said, I'm not a veteran at this by any means. I do know a little bit about cars, so I would say if you're an average Joe, just like me, it's not worth paying the dealer to do all of this besides the warranty that you get. But if you're careful and you care about your car and you do things carefully and you document what you're doing, you should be perfectly fine. No issues there. I mean, yeah, basically it looks easy. Like I said, I don't know if you guys can get a good look, but it looks like it's easy access to the actual coils. I went to Advanced today. It took them about 2 months to actually get these in. They're called Intermotor Genuine Imports parts or whatever, and got them for about $23 a piece with a $40 coupon. It would come out to like $150. I got them for $111 with including tax and a quarter tank of oil. So, I mean, it looks like it's gonna be, just gotta make sure you be careful with the sensor, because you want to make sure you don't damage that, of course. So just kind of place it aside, make sure you take care of everything, At least with me, most rx8 owners that I know, they try to take care of their car as best as they can, treat it like a kid. I know mine's kind of dirty. You guys are gonna be like, oh, your car is dirty, but at the same time, it's dirty because I do love to drive it, and I usually wash the engine once every summer, and it's about, I'm about to start school again, so I haven't washed it. I'll probably wash it here. Actually, might even be today since I have all this open right now. But yet again, this is the first part. I'm just gonna let my car cool down, just kind of, showing you guys what it would look like when you do the setup that I'm doing. I mean, don't be too harsh on what I'm doing. If you guys want to comment, as far as how everything goes, I didn't find any ignition coil changing on YouTube for rx8 particular, so I figure I'd do my own. Like I said, it's better, to just read. Make sure you read, you educate yourself on what you're gonna do and how to take care of everything before you actually do it. I'm just doing an amateur video on it. And you know, hopefully within an hour or two I'll make the second part of actually changing each coil and showing you the difference. And hopefully this will bring my car's life back. As far as performance, it definitely, I bought it with 17,000 miles on it. It currently has about 50,000 exactly, I believe. And you can definitely tell a huge difference from when I got it, especially because I put the pulley and all, the K&N. I bought new spark plugs about 30,000 miles, you know, to the car. So I don't need to change spark plugs. Those were actually pretty hard to do because you have to get all the way down there. But yeah, it looks like this will be a way easier job to do. I think it's better when you do it yourself actually, because if you're like me, you take care of your car. So, you know, I don't know how dealers really usually go about doing their business, but sometimes I do hear that a lot of people complain about how their job is done and, you know, how they treat their car. So I'm gonna try to do it myself. I save quite a lot of money. I hear people going up to like $900, almost $1,000 to get these and the spark plugs changed. After I get done changing these, if everything works out well, I'll probably spend less than $250 changing everything myself. So just something to look into. I will post the next video up in a few hours. All right.